So I'm back at the house now with the Z. I'm gonna just take it for a quick test hit. I wanna turn the boost up a little bit. We were running about 15 and a half, or like 15 and a half-ish at the track. And so I wanna get that number a little more stable around like 16 and a half, 17, and kind of dial it in there. And yeah, and so we're gonna see what she do. So the tuning that we do in this video would turn out to be for no reason. We ended up swapping out the turbo with our new Force Performance turbo, as you're about to see here, but it did reveal some important information about our fuel system that we had to address before we could make any more power anyway. We're running about 18 pounds. You can see the 18 there. What I do see here though is our AFRs kind of float around 13, which is a little high, and I've added a little bit of fuel there, but it hasn't helped. And the reason because this red line is our injector duty cycle. So our injector duty cycle is going up to 100%, and we have 800cc injectors in here. It's definitely not the injectors. We are running a stock fuel pump, and that has got to go. Everything looks pretty good. I'm at the boost I want us to be at. We need to upgrade this fuel pump stat because that number right there, 105% max, is a problem.
Beautiful day out here in Plano, Texas, as you can see. Pouring rain, but a great day to make a trip out to Force Performance. See the guys out in Van Alstyne. They've been doing a little tweaking on our turbo for us, trying to get it just right. So we're gonna go pick it up today. Let's go. There she is. We made it. Let's go get our turb ski. All right, there she is. Boys at Force Performance tweaked some stuff around for us. Hopefully we can start doing a little more boost at the line, not worry so much about the boost creep. We're gonna get this puppy in today and see how she does.
All right, so we got the turbo back from Force Performance, the good one. The one that's gonna make us fast, the one that we've been wanting to put in the car. I'm not gonna bore everyone with all the details here. All we've talked about for the past several weeks is turbo this, turbo that. There's been a lot of turbo crap going on. Long story short, the Amazon turbo is coming off tonight. The Force Performance turbo is going on, and we're gonna make this thing work. It should be good to go. Here are the updates that they made when we had it installed previously. We identified some issues, sent it back to them. They should all be straightened out now, and we're ready to rock and roll. Wastegate actuator has been moved away from the output of the compressor by about 1 inch. With that, they have reclocked the lever here on the wastegate so that the angle's all right, and so we're not going to be getting bound up. Another thing is the wastegate has been ported out much larger. So we got a much larger wastegate hole for the exhaust to go through, and that's going to help our boost creep issue. It should all but eliminate it. Hopefully it's completely gone, but it should be pretty good. Anyway, we also got a boost reference port drilled and tapped into it, so we won't have any clearance problem with the pipe, with the charge pipe. We won't have any wastegate sticking issues. We won't have boost creep issues, and we'll be able to get our reference right off of the turbo instead of having to go to the manifold like we were when we first installed it. Other than that, everything's largely unchanged. 56 millimeter billet wheel, 0.82 big housing on the exhaust side, 3-inch V-band. Finally, our little tiny downpipe had the bung right here, which interfered with our steering column. They have relocated it here, so we just plug that bung here. So this thing should go in pretty easy. Only thing we might have trouble with is the return, but we'll figure that out, and then we'll see if it's all good to go. So I just got finishing touches done on the turbo. Now I'm replacing the fuel pump. So I'm replacing my stock fuel pump with this. It's a Walbro. It's a universal inline fuel pump. It's supposed to be, it's like 255 liters per hour, I think, is the spec. And I don't know. The Amazon thing detail said that it was good for 650 horsepower. So as long as Amazon's right, I'll never need to replace this shit. But anywho, we'll see how well that holds true. Anyway, it should be a nice upgrade over the stock one. Got the old Delphi pump off, and the new Walbro's going on. Easy squeezy. Actually made a lot less of a mess than I expected to. All right, so we got the new fuel pump installed. Just right there. I came with this little bracket to mount it up, which is pretty neat. This is like a $90 Amazon special, but it's a Walbro. Anyway, got it all lined up. And there was like a bunch of brackets and junk here that I was able to remove. And that's one of the cool things about a build it as you go project. Is like every time you go in to upgrade something, to improve something, you can like remove a bunch of old brackets and junk, and like every time you work in an area, you can clear that area out of all the extra crap that you're not using anymore. And so every time you do something, the car just gets better and better to work on. But anywho, that's done. Now I'm gonna throw a new fuel filter on it real quick, and then we'll be done with the fuel system. Last thing I wanted to check before I call tonight is inside the fuel cell here, there's like this spongy stuff. It's just this big cushion thing they put in there, and it's to keep the fuel from all sloshing around too much. It kind of holds it still. Well, I have heard from other sources that E85 will eat that foam up, and so guys are pulling it out of their Amazon fuel cells. So this is going on over 2 months sitting in here, and I'll just grab a little corner of this stuff, kind of pull it up here to see. So I can pull that stuff out, and I'm pulling pretty hard on it. It's not even coming apart on my gloves. Like, it looks totally fine. I looked at my old fuel pump, and there was no little bits of that stuff. There's no like matter from that in the fuel pump, everything in the fuel filter. I don't think you have to worry about E85 eating through it. Doesn't seem to be a problem. If that changes, I'll definitely report it. But as of right now, you get my stamp of approval. Leave the foam in it. Don't be a pussy. So now that the new turbo's in the car, this is our downpipe. Call me conservative, but damn it, I'd like a little bit more exhaust. So I got this piece of pipe that I had left over from another project. So I'm not really practiced at TIG welding, nor do I know what the hell I'm doing. But I'm gonna attempt to TIG weld this to this and make it not look like total garbage. But at least this way we can get the heat out from under the engine bay, under the car, and out of our way. All right, so I just finished welding the 2 pieces of pipe together for the downpipe. This is my first time ever TIG welding 2 pieces together. First time ever. I mean, I've practiced some beads and stuff. This is my first time. And I'm pretty proud of that little spot right there. But it wasn't all like that. It didn't all look like that. No, look at Mount Vesuvius here. Yep, that's where I burned a humongous freaking dime-sized hole through both pieces of metal and had to fill it. And, you know, I could grind that down and hide it from people, but damn it, you should have seen the size of that hole that I filled. I filled a hole, which was real hard to figure out. And then I had okay beat me and just a lumpy little straight guy for a second, and it's like mountain ranges again. And really getting heat right was right here. Right here is where I had the heat right. That's where I found the happy amperage. I had about 50 amps right there, DC, and you know, the gap between the 2 pipes was pretty big because we had bent this one up pretty severely to make it clear the firewall. I had to unbend it and try to make it round again so that it'll made up okay with this pipe. But I think it went okay. I bet you it's airtight. I bet you it is. Anyway, not bad work. First time actually doing something with the old Lincoln Square Wave. And it went okay. So it's Saturday morning and I'm on my way to work, and I'm taking the Z up to work so we can go from the shop straight to the track. And wouldn't you know it, it's freaking pouring rain right now. It's gonna be raining until like 11 o'clock today. And guess what we left at the storage unit? The T-top. Megasquirt's located right at the footwell on the driver's side. And I got our buddy Mike picking up the T-top from the storage unit, but I still have to drive 18 miles to work in the rain with the top off. Well, I got the car on the trailer. I rolled up the windows like it's gonna freaking matter. Try to slow down the water coming in, and I got like 5 towels all stuffed in the driver's seat to try to catch whatever does come in. Hopefully keep it all from pulling up on the floor. It's coming down pretty hard. Hope the Megasquirt's not floating yet. So last night I took the Z for a little test drive. First drive with the new fuel pump and with the Force Performance Turbo on it. I had the boost regulator turned all the way down just to see if we could control the boost, and it went up to about 8 PSI and it held steady right there. So it looks like our boost creep problem is under control. So, I do think that the turbo is good to go. We're gonna have to turn the boost up some, but also the duty cycle of the injectors was like not even 50% at 8 pounds. So I think the fuel pump is doing what it's supposed to do too. Went super rich in a couple of places. And so that's because the new fuel pump's actually maintaining pressure, which is good. So I'm gonna go into, so I'm just taking little data logs one at a time, just making little first gear pulls. looking at the pull. But anyway, we're just gonna keep making little changes until I can get all the way through first gear without any hiccups, and then we're gonna make a pull. Pretty good pass. It felt kind of funny at a couple of points. I'd have to look at the data log and see if everything was smooth. But we ran a 7.91, which is badass. That's good. 87 miles an hour, 87.1, which is good. So both of those are fine with. 5.1 330 is a little slow, especially with a good 60 foot and a good overall time. I'm not sure. Usually that's closer to 5 on a good pass. But 1.76 60 foot. Really overall pretty good run. It just didn't feel super smooth the whole time. There was I don't know, it just was unexciting, I guess. It left good, felt good on the launch. So on the last pass we were very rich the whole way, which is thanks to our new fuel pump that actually can keep up. So we pulled about 7% fuel out of the fuel map. We had some ignition retard because of knock, but it happened right after the two-step. So I basically set knock retard to ignore anything under 4,200 RPMs, because we're really not racing if we're under 4,200 RPMs anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. And then finally I raised our boost cut a little bit because we're spiking a little bit over the set boost, and now we're about to turn this bitch up. So we're gonna add 2 pounds of boost. 8 clicks, 2 pounds. I already did 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should be running 2 pounds more now than we were. So that should be around 16 and a half pounds. It's just starting to drizzle out here for a minute. Hopefully that doesn't affect things. They've been trying like hell to keep the track dry. It's been a challenge, but we're gonna get back in line, try to get a good data log, and this should be a good pass. We're building boost at the line. Everything is working as it should at the moment. Yeah, our second pass here. Matt's behind the wheel. He's got to beat it 7.91. 87 miles an hour, but lucky for him, the Tune Master just tweaked her a little bit.
For once, he turned it up for my run, not down.
Yeah, we'll see. You're still gonna blow it.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, that felt like it looked good. We'll see.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Woo! 787, baby! Yeah! No way! Belt belongs to me right now, buddy. Okay, Steve-O, you hear this? Document it.
super strong. For some reason on the big end right there, it cut out. It felt like it was misfiring or something was happening. Just a couple of hiccups. I don't know if it was misfiring or if it was cutting, boost cutting, or I think my fuel map only goes up to like 230 kilopascals of pressure, which we shouldn't have been running that much. But I suppose we might have just ran out of fuel map altogether. Man, close race though. Must be embarrassing for this guy. He's got a really nice car. Thank you. Whoa! Wow! Wait. She gave me the wrong one. Shut the fuck up! Shut the oh, dude! Oh my! I just went to that guy who I just raced, and I flashed him down and made him stop because I thought she got our time slips mixed up. I'm not even bullshitting. I made that guy stop. He thought he was probably on fire or something. And I'm like, dude, I think our slips are mixed up because my time slip says 770. Oh my god! Holy 770 at 88 miles an hour, 60 foot at a 170, 4.96 to the 330. Unreal. Wow, dude, I straight up thought I had his time because he beat me. He beat me in the race. But I also, he left a little early. I was just kind of trying to do my own thing, honestly. But he left a little sooner and he beat me. He was like pulling away from me. I can't believe this thing just ran that time. Unreal. Wow, we need to check everything out, make sure the engine's good and everything because we just made some stank. Holy. Where the hell are the guys at? They have no idea. They have no idea. There's no time. They're not showing our freaking times. They're giving us Pro Tree. That's why he left earlier than me because he's on Pro Tree, or he's used to Pro Tree, I guess. I don't really mess with Pro Tree. So I just kind of stood there, built some boost, and I left when I was getting ready. I cannot believe that. Unreal. Unreal. Freaking real, dude. Look at this. 770. That's almost a 760. 760 is in the 11s. A 769 would be an 11-second quarter mile pass. Read it and weep, fool. Damn! Can you believe that, dude? 770, dude. Unreal, bro. Look at that.
Did a 1.760 foot too. Holy shit. 88 miles an hour.
Bro, listen.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
I straight up I was flashing my brights at the guy who beat me, the Mustang, because I thought she got our slips mixed up.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I flashed him, he pulled over. And I ran up and I'm like, hey bro, I think our slips are gone. And I was like looking on the way up to him, I'm like, wait, it says right lane.
Oh
and
my god.
And he's like, he showed me his and it said winner. And I'm like, oh, dude, this is
770.
That, bro.
Oh my god. Dude. He's fast.
Oh my god. Hey,
oh my god,
hey, a 769 is 11 second quarter mile.
Damn.
So we're basically right there at being an 11-second car.
Oh
Unreal,
god,
dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
CP Turbo is the bomb. You
Yeah.
guys did it for sure.
What do? We got a better fuel pump in it, and we got a Force Performance turbo in it.
That's it.
And this one is
Yeah.
moving out, dude. Unreal.
Started cutting at the end. I should have had his ass. Started cutting at the end. Good race though. Felt good. It started cutting out though. So we got to figure out what's going on with that. Might have had knock retard going on. We did turn the timing up just a couple steps, but let's take a look at what we run. I let off at the very end. Thank you.
All right, so the Z's been running good. Matt just followed up my 7.7 with another 7.7.
Yeah,
Actually, 7.77, 7.77.
The Lord's number.
It's
so
just
you
a
know.
7 kind of day. Look, that's our boy back there.
Look at him.
So that's Blake. He's taking the place of Harry forever.
He's our new ride or die. Hey Blake, we got a turbo DA9 you can have.
Yeah, dude. We got a sweet Integra you can drive from now on. But Harry decided to go to some party instead of coming racing with the gang.
Harry's just afraid to go fast.
So right now what's happening is after my 7.7 and Matt's 7.7, at the very end of the pass, at the very top of second gear, it started breaking up a little bit, speculating it's a spark plug problem. We haven't changed these plugs since last year. So we're gonna go ahead and of course we don't have any tools and we don't have any plugs with us because we left all that at home.
Nice.
So we're making a run for some spark plugs, some spark plug socket, and an adapter. Dude, this car has a 760 in it with the current tune.
Oh, no doubt.
Filling up on that corn juice.
Smell that cake batter? Blake, get out here and smell the sweet, sweet stench of the 85.
Do you love it?
Hell doesn't smell like that. Holy shit.
Smells like horsepower to me. All right, baby, here we go. New plugs. See if we're gonna make some stank. Here we go, baby. Let's go. Man, it felt good, but it was definitely acting up still. Whoa, we did it! 768, baby! Yes! Yes, dude! 760s, boy, let's go! This freaking little Datsun is so fast tonight, it's insane. We got a new personal best in the books, and it's way faster than our old personal best. We're gonna send it one more time tonight, see what it does. 775, new personal best. Still didn't beat Steve-O's 7.7 flat, 7.68. But that's okay.
We had a great night. Ran a lot of fastest passes. I ran 3 fastest passes, personal best.
Last time we came out, our fastest pass was a 790 ever, of all time.
Yeah, 790.
Tonight, we hit 770s. How many? 4 times?
Oh, 4 770s and 1
and 1
768.
768.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know how the Z got so fast. It probably has to do with the guys at Force Performance that hooked us up with a sweet ass turbo.
Definitely our boys.
Thanks.
As soon as that boost hits, the torque converter gets you out of the hole, and then immediately you feel the turbo catch up. And it just lays you back in the seat, and we're just freaking gone. We're running about 17 pounds of boost right now, which is right where we want to be right now.
But with plenty of room to go more. I mean, this turbo is gonna fit us till 25 plus.
Right. We're gonna be throwing a coil at it next. Gonna find a good high performance coil that can handle the RPMs and the boost pressure, and we're gonna try that and see where we're at after that. And the car's getting a lot of attention. Unfortunately, they were doing no time on the board all night,
so nobody can see.
So nobody really knows how fast we were, but they can just guess.
That's okay, because they can see next week when we're running 750.
They're gonna find out when we're dragging their best friend's fast car's ass down the drag strip, or
Bring
whoever
your friends,
else,
bring 'em on,
whoever
tell
else
'em
they
bring the
know,
cars.
whoever else has something fast. Anyway, so next week, new coil, try it again, see if we fixed it. If not, then it's back to the drawing board. But as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.